Hello everybody and welcome back to your guys' favorite game show, Guess That TBR. I know. This is where we take guests that you guys want and we have them take us through their physical TBR and we see how many books that they have sitting on their physical TBR. Today's guest is a special one that you guys are really excited about. Everybody welcome with open arms, none other than Destiny Sidwell. Thanks for having me. Thank you. I'm honored, honestly. I'm honored to be on this show. I am honored to share my physical TBR with all of you guys out there watching at home. Not in the comfort of my home, in the comfort of your home or wherever you may be. I do just want to put it out there. I am aware of how many books that I have on my physical TBR. I don't want any mean comments, okay? I'm aware. Yes, she does, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, we're all going to comment down below how many books you guys think that is on Destiny's physical TBR before she gets into today's video. Go ahead and place your comments / bets down below to see just how many books Destiny has sitting on her physical TBR. Okay, I feel like that was a little unnecessary. I was just, trying to put it out there. Okay. I actually did showcase like a week or two ago how I reorganized my bookshelves, and one of the things I did in that video is that you guys saw that I reorganized my physical TBR to help me kind of have more of a visual on what's on the physical TBR. I had 2 comments in that video that were the most repetitive, and that was requests for a in-depth bookshelf tour, which is coming, okay, in February. You guys can look forward to that. But also, you guys wanted an in-depth physical TBR. And I actually did this last year where I went through every single book on my physical TBR, and then during Bookmas, I went through, since it was the end of the year, and I basically looked at how many books I read off of my physical TBR last year, what we started the year off with. So I figured I would do it again. We're gonna go through every single book on my physical TBR. That way we can really hold me to it of how much that I read, because if you guys have been tuning in, this isn't your first video, you may or may not know that the biggest reading goal I have for 2024 is to read at least 30% of my physical TBR. So basically every single thing that I'm doing, I try to get books off of my physical TBR to read, and I am limiting buying new books and all of that stuff. So let's just get directly into this. I'm bringing you guys over here. So this is my series physical TBR. My physical TBR is split up into just 2 different sections. Over here, these are series. So I have entire series, parts of series, first books in series. This stack is just the books that I just have the first in the series, because I used to be somebody who I would hear about a series and I would just buy the entire thing. I wouldn't even start the first book. I wouldn't even read the first book and be like, okay, cool, now I will pick up the rest of the series. No, I would hear about a series and just buy the entirety of it. So that has accumulated a lot, and I mean a lot, of books. We're gonna grab my GoPro and we are going to go through these. It's turning on. Oh, there it is. Okay. Hey, everybody say hey. There you are. Right there. There you are. Okay, so let's go over to the bookshelf. Here we are. This is the bookshelf. Before we get into that, let's head to commercial break. Okay, a special thank you to today's commercial break host, which is Squarespace. We all know about Squarespace over here. Squarespace is your way to go if you are needing to build an online branding, whether that's for a website, business, whatever you guys see fit. Squarespace is the way to go. Squarespace is very simple. All you guys have to do is log on, and as soon as you log on, they're there to help you through every step of the way. First and foremost, everybody cares about what their website looks like, and Squarespace is here to help you. They have so many templates that you guys can choose from, and you guys can personalize them any way you want. It just helps you structure the website. Next up, we have great tools for data and analytics if you guys are into that. If you guys are running a business that you need scheduling for, there's so many different scheduling tools. If you're running a online storefront, there are so many different ways that you can see where people are coming from, how they're visiting your website, what's bringing them back. So many different things that you can narrow down to make your business the best that it can be. Or if you were somebody like Destiny who likes to run a blog type format on there, there are so many tools for that, as well as the community feature where you can link all of your socials, people can comment back and forth with each other, and it just builds a huge sense of community throughout your website, and the absolute best way possible. If this interests you guys in any way, you guys go ahead and head over to squarespace.com to start your free trial. And when you guys are ready to launch, Destiny actually has a amazing offer for you guys. You guys can go to squarespace.com/DestinySidwell to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. You guys need to take advantage of this because it's an absolute best deal if you are on the lookout for starting your own website. And thank you so much to Squarespace for sponsoring today's game show episode. Let's get back to seeing how many books Destiny has on her TBR. Right here, these are all of the first books in the series. So we're going to start from the top. So first off, we have The Poppy War. This is a book that I actually have on my radar and I really want to read this year. Same with Renegades. This is another book that I have heard absolutely amazing things about. This is not a part of the series, but it is on the physical TBR. This is Cultish. Next up, we have Red Queen. I bought this edition with sprayed edges and I really like it and it's made me want to read it. Same thing with Tequila Shadow. I've actually heard nothing about this book except for the fact that this had purple sprayed edges and I thought it was pretty at the bookstore. Then we have Crush, which is actually like, what is this? The second or the third book in the Crave series? I don't even own Crave. Then we have The Stars Are Dying. I don't think that the second book in this is out yet. Then we have The Unbecoming of Mara. Then we have Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. I got like 20% into this last year and soft DNF'd it, which means that I will pick it up at some other points, just not right now. Then we have Aragon. Is that how you pronounce this? I bought this because I know the like original covers that I always see of this series, but I found this at a Books A Million on family vacation and I really liked it. Tell me what you guys think. I know that this is like a big series. Then we have A Warrior's Fate. We have Scythe. This is actually one that I'm really wanting to read and I may have my eyes on to read in February. Then we have The Wrath and the Dawn. Moving on down, the stack is shortening. To Shape a Dragon's Breath. Then we have A Broken Blade. We Hunt the Flame, another book that I've heard is just exquisite. Heavenly Bodies. This is another, I think, is this one of the books on my 24 books I want to read in 2024? I think so. So I'm excited to read this one. It's thick. It's like really thick. Then we have Legend of the Huntress. I actually found the author on TikTok and I wanted to buy this book. The Bridge Kingdom. I've heard great things about this one. Also really, I think this is another one on my 24 books to read in 2024. Hush Hush. This is one of those like OG books that I didn't get into when I was younger. Then we have A Court This Cruel and Lovely. The Queen's Assassin. This is like, if you've never seen this book before, The Priory of the Orange Tree, yeah. I don't even know if you guys can like understand. Like, look at this. Look at that. That is like huge. Okay, we're in the 800s. Oh, like 819. Wow, this like seems like, this is like, looks thicker than Kingdom of Ash. And I think Kingdom of Ash is like almost 1,000, so interesting. Anyway, we have These Hollow Vows, Violent Delights, another one that I want to read this year. The Reckoning of Noah Shaw. I think this one is one that I have like, yeah, this is the second one. This isn't even the first book, so again, I've heard nothing about it. I think I just randomly saw this on Amazon. We have Realm Breaker, Fear the Flame. Then we have Fear the Flame, which I've also heard great things about, along with the Hurricane Wars. Those are all first books or books in a series where I don't have the entire series. We're going to keep these all out because at the very end we're going to count how many books are in total, so I'm keeping a mess everywhere. Now let's go to the bookshelf. This is the bookshelf. We're going to start down here. So here I have some box sets. First of all, we have Percy Jackson Complete Series, Harry Potter, then we have 2 books in the Truly Devious series. Over here we have, I don't know what this series is called. Oh, wait, right here. Monsters and Muses. Entire Bridgerton series. Then we have this series by Elsie Silver. The name is escaping me right now, but I have that entire one that I want to read the series in February in preparation. That way I've read all of her books when Wild Love comes out. Then we have, I think this is both from Blood and Ash and is it A Kingdom of, what's the, no. What? Then we have some Cassandra Clare books. I'm pretty sure these are the first few books in the Mortal Instruments. Then we have the Infernal Devices. Then we have some Dark Artifices. This is another series that I randomly bought. I love the covers, so I bought them. And then what's right here, guys? I have some random stuff that doesn't matter, but oh, these are like Dear Love, I Hate You. I think I can't like get this Can't get this book out. Then we have the Darker Shade of Magic series right here, out of order, literally 2, 3, 1. Don't know what I was thinking there. We have the last book in War of Lost Hearts trilogy. I just haven't read the 3rd book yet. We have, is this a duology or is it gonna have more books? The Legendborn series, and then up here we have some sports romances by Maya Hughes. I think, is this the Kings of Rittenhouse series? I don't know, maybe. Yes, no, maybe. I'm not too sure. Then we have, I don't know what series this is, but I have 2 books in it. So yeah. Then we have the Debutantes duology by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. We have, I forget what this series is called too, but I got sent these books, and then we have the last 2 books in the Prison Healer trilogy. And that is all of the books on that physical TBR over in the series portion. So let's go over to the other section. Congrats, you made it to my TBR fireplace. Let's explain a few things. Right here, what you'll see, this is just, this is where I put my monthly TBR, and then as I read these books, I take them over there and put them on my little rolly cart. So I just been putting them right here because I'm loving to put stuff on top of the mantle. These are just special edition books of classics that I have. This is, somebody sent me the 7-year slip, and then I bought this little pop. This is what the fireplace looks like. Ignore this. These are books that I'm unhauling. You will see that in a video for February. Don't you worry. Probably the end of February. Keep your eye out. We'll talk more about that at a later date. Is my physical TBR fireplace. As you can see, we have an overflow of books all throughout here, and we're going to go through every single one of them. Here, I just recently got sent this, You Know What You Did. We have Ruthless Vow. Oh, these 2 actually aren't part of the physical TBR. We have First Light Wins, Vintage Contemporary, The One, The Golden Couple, This Spells Love, The 5-Star Weekend, Killers of a Certain Age, The Only Survivors, Offside, Play With Me, hate that name. Hey, actually, yeah, Riot House, hate that cover. Yeah, that's a lot. The Enforcer, Springtide, The Fake Out. I'm literally 80% through this book. I just need to finish it. Like, what am I doing? Collide, Paris the Memoir, 0 Days, The Daydreams, The Hardest Fall, The Burnout, Sting, Emma of 83rd Street, My Dark Romeo. Oh my god, okay. Great and Precious Things, Pretend You're Mine, The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight, Mr. Fixer-Upper, 7 X's, Ghosted, In a Jam, Serenading Heartbreak, Promises We Meant to Keep, The Rebel King, Coach, The Birthday List, Finley Donovan Is Killing It, Happiness Falls, Finally Mine, Salem's Lot, What Happens After Midnight, and Anastasia. So those are all of the books that I keep right here in front of the mantle. So I want to kind of shove those aside. Oh. Well, we're just gonna okay. Now we're gonna tackle the inside of this. Yeah, we're gonna have to take all of these books out. This is gonna be a nightmare. Let's start from right here. Okay, we have A Shot in the Dark, Forever Never, A Man Called Ove, Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe, Better Hate Than Never, To Kill Your Family. Wow, that title. Love Interest, Hands Down by Mariana Zapata. I need to get back in my Mariana Zapata game. I need to read the books that I have by her. Unlikely Map, No Show. I need to read this in February. The Library of Shadows. Really good, actually. You've Reached Sand, One for My Enemy, Masters of Death, Never Vacation with Your Ex, Some Shall Break, The First to Die at the End, The Masterpiece, Redeeming Love, Throne of the Fallen, and The Sword Catcher down here. Okay, I'm going to actually put these all back up. Next stack. Start in here. We have The American Roommate Experiment, The Friend, Sorrow and Bliss, All the Light We Cannot See, The Hunting Party, King of Battle and Blood, In the Weeds, The It Girl, With Love from Cold World, The Trouble with Hating You, One Last Stop, Yesterday, Crazy Stupid Bromance, City of Girls, Funny Feelings, The Kingmaker, His and Hers, Just Kids, which I also was almost done with. I don't know what happened. I need to finish this book as well. The Last Time I Lied, Bribe, Sometimes I Lie, Under Law, Codename Verity, Four Aunties and a Wedding, Stolen by a Sinner, 10 Trends to Seduce Your Best Friend, The Shadows Between Us, Tom Lake, The Ghosts by Dolly Alderton. Next stack that's hidden up in here. Let's see. Oh, there's that one. Okay. The Roughest Draft. Same time next year. Oh, same time next summer. Oh, I think these are all like my summery reads. Mrs. Nash's Ashes. When Stars Come Out. To Hate Adam Connor. Night Road. Betty. I Fell in Love with Hope. The Things We Leave Unfinished. The Handmaid's Tale. Love in the Time of Serial Killer. Project Hail Mary. What You Wish For. The Good Part. Treacherous. The Perfect Couple. Do I Know You. One Italian Summer. The Reunion. Runaway Groomsmen. Summertime. Summer Reading. The Night Circuit. The Reunion. Followers. My Magnolia Summer. Saturday Night at the Lakeside Supper Club. And American Mermaid. Final stack is right here. Hamnet. What My Mother and I Don't Talk About. Loath to Love You. Idol. This Is How We End Things. King of Country. The Newcomer. Seeing my summer reads in winter always make me so excited for summer reads, and then I get to the summer and I don't want to read them. Radio Silent. Cersei. How to Walk Away. 204 Hunter Lane. Accidentally Amy. The Girl Who Died. Swear on This Life. Hello Summer. Chasing Red. I Know Who You Are. A Love Letter to Whiskey. When Gracie Met the Grump. Firekeeper's Daughter. Halloween Party. A Deadly Education. The Humans. Ready Player One. Pineapple Street. The Writing Retreat. Did you hear about Kitty Carr? So let's count all of the books that I have over here. We're gonna start over here. First of all, we have these 5 books that I have sitting on my TBR for the rest of the month. So 5. We're at 100. We are at 155 right here. So let's go over to the series shelf. We're at 200. The results are in. The number of books that are sitting on my physical TBR for me to read as of January 2024 is 257 books. For adding to my physical TBR, the limit is 5 a month. That doesn't mean that I have to buy 5 a month, but like I can only buy 5 a month to add to my physical TBR. My goal this year is to read 125 books, and if I just read 125 books off of my physical TBR, that would put us at, if I subtract 20, that leaves 37. 7 minus 5, so 32. 132 books. I don't know if that's right. Editing Destiny, is that math right? Editing Destiny, is that math right? Okay, I don't know what you said, but hopefully it's a yes. 257 books. Listen, I am aware that that's a lot. I am proactively, I unhold a bunch of books to, you know, like get rid of books that I'm not going to read. That way they go to better places. I am actively trying to put as much as I can into reading my physical TBR and not buying new books. You guys wanted to see an in-depth, like, physical TBR video, so here it is. I hope you enjoyed. If you guys did, you guys know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff that you guys know how to do. Do you want to guess how many books I have on my physical TBR?
20.
On my physical TBR, out of all the books that I own that I haven't read yet, you think 20?
Oh, out of your, that you haven't read yet?
Yeah, just ones I haven't read. How many do you think there are?
How many do you have?
No, that's just like what's right here and what's right here.
Between these two?
Between those 2 areas.
That you haven't read yet?
I haven't read.
Let's say, gosh, 15?
15?
Yeah. About 200? I don't know. Okay, close to 200? 180, 89. I don't know how many are.
257.
See, like I said, I don't know. These are ones you haven't read yet? You're like,
yeah, but I said if I did my reading goal just for the books on my physical TBR, which is 125,
yeah,
you could in a year shrink it down to like 132.
Yeah.
And I would read, and I plan on reading more books on 125. So technically, in a perfect world, if I could get my physical TBR to 100 books, and then within the next year I could eliminate that. Like I feel like within at least 2 years I could eliminate my entire physical TBR. I shall see you guys when I see you.